Run it back. Hello?
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is...
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go play action with Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Wilson now off the bootleg. On the move to his left. Now he'll pull. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes
touchdown, Chicago! Philip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A pass complete here to Conley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 27. From the shotgun is Trubisky. This is the tight end, Njoku. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We'll check on his status when we get back. Wilson. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson escaping the pressure right.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run here with Lindsey, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On 1st down, Lindsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This is Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, he gets it complete to Harris. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Boswell good with the extra point. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Mack off the draw play. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. They'll run the screen with Mack. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Trubisky will throw. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one? That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Trubisky now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Trubisky to throw again. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Trubisky. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And his kick is indeed good. And they take a 17-14 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in. And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through. Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively? I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game. Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's got Green. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
50 seconds a month. 50 seconds a month.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. On third down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there in that scramble.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now Wilson. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They go play action now. Wilson, they'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off. And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no game, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So last night didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On first down, Wilson, 14 yards into Chicago first down. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just third and a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Saints will have the football back. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Here's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way, because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Allen, the intended receiver. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now it's Wilson, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Being chased out left. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try. Touchdown, Bears! Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So Russell Wilson and the offense down 24-21, a little under a minute to go. They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Looking right sideline, that's complete. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
57. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing. 12.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. He's got the first down inside the 10. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Flushed out right. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Defense wins championships, baby. Swing. Good job right there. Good job right there. Jim.
Now Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's it, baby.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And here in overtime, if the team that receives... So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. And he completes it to Cohen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Able to find Harris, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check. Watch 54. Yeah. You don't want none.
36 power.
Watch the shit.
Hey, easy. Check.
Crunch.
On 2nd and 2, Wilson, and he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Zero. Easy.
I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
partner as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run with Lindsey, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Chicago, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.